Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charleston, and welcome you guys to another episode of the Dreamerspro Show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, and when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we have a very serious show for you guys. We want you guys to stick around for, so please make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel. Now, you know, this Kyrie Irving story is really showing you what some folks are made of. You know, we got a lot of double talking that's going on right now, and it seems like everyone is a kite, right? Everyone is a kite because whatever direction the wind blows, that's the direction that they're flowing in. Now, where am I leading to all of this? Now, when this news originally broke and then the thing started gaining legs, one of the biggest platforms to touch on it was Undisputed. Skip and Shannon's Undisputed. And when the news broke, Shannon Sharpe absolutely went off on Kyrie Irving, like he sometimes does when Kyrie does one thing or the other. But in this particular case, he went off on him and pretty much let everybody know exactly where he stood on Kyrie. And everyone was trying to figure out what Kyrie needed to do to really come out of that situation. So what did Kyrie do? Kyrie Irving then went on to issue an apology after the 5-game suspension came out, where he was going to be missing 5 games without pay. And that was back on November 4th. And when that news came out, we want to play exactly what Shannon Sharpe had to say on Undisputed the moment that information came out. The reason we want to play that is we want you guys to understand what these guys were saying then versus what they're saying now. So what we want to do is we want to play his comments for you, and then we're going to come back and react to it. So take a listen to what they had to say on November 4th. Take a listen to that.
Point, they will make an example. And Kyrie would have been made an example of, and he understood that. This was serious business. All he had to do, what he typed last night, or the statement that he read, or his team put out, all he had to do that was yesterday. Early yesterday, I'm sorry. I apologize for the people that I hurt, that I offended. That was not my intentions, but the intentions only matter to me. Yep. So I apologize to my Jewish brothers and sisters, to that community that I offended. Skip, you can't say an entire race of people. If you want to say, I had an interaction with John, who is Jewish, and he treated me bad, that's one thing. But when you say an entire race of people, Skip, it's kind of like when they say black people are lazy. If you want to say Mark is lazy, okay. Yep. But you can't label an entire race of people as something. And that's what Kyrie was doing, and he didn't understand that. So by Chim saying, well, I'm pro my brothers, I'm pro my sisters, okay. But you can't be so pro that you step on other people to try to prop your people up. That's what Kyrie didn't get. I am so glad, I'm so happy that he came to his senses, or someone around him that had better judgment says, Kyrie, this is the right thing to do. I'm hopeful that Kyrie have learned his lesson. The suspension is only 5 games, and he comes back and he plays basketball like he's been playing the first. It hadn't equated to win, Skip, but he's been playing phenomenal basketball.
But like on one end of the floor, he does.
So, Skip, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful. But he ticked off a lot of people. Skip, when Adam Silver released a statement, says, I will be. Skip, it ain't no say, I hope to meet with Kyrie at some point in time. He says, I will be meeting with Kyrie next week. The Brooklyn Nets said, nah, we done with this. The ADL says, nah, we're not taking enough 500,000. After that debacle.
Yes, say that again.
Say, we don't want
the Defamation League said, we give back your 500. We will not accept it because we don't accept what you're saying.
Skip, it says, we were optimistic, but after watching the debacle of a press conference, it's clear that Kyrie feels no accountability for his action. The ADL cannot in good conscience accept this donation. I am so glad Kyrie apologized last night. It was the right thing to do. Hopefully it's not too late. I don't believe it's too late to do the right. I don't think it's ever too late to do the right thing.
So you heard what Shannon had to say then. This was just on November 4th, less than a week or so ago. And what no one said at that time was this, when they were just piling on and piling on and piling on. If you listen very carefully, he said, Kyrie said this to Kyrie. What no one said was, when did Kyrie Irving say all of these things? Everyone was putting words in his mouth. They were saying he said this, he said that, he said this, he said that. Now, what we want to do is we want to play what he had to say today after LeBron put out his statement on him feeling that the things that is now being required of Kyrie Irving, in this case we're referring to the Brooklyn Nets, he said those things are now excessive. And I want you guys to listen to Shannon Sharpe today begin to change his tune on Kyrie Irving after LeBron put that out. Take a listen to what he had to say here.
Skip, we've got to stop this. If you're not a member of a said community, stop trying to tell them what's insensitive. Stop trying to tell them what's disparaging. I don't want someone that's not a member of the black community to tell me what's racist or what's insensitive, because we do that a lot, because we get a lot of people, well, Shannon, it's the truth. It's insensitive to them. You're not a member of said community. You don't get the right to tell someone that's in the gay community what's insensitive to them, what's disparaging to them. LeBron was right. I believe the punishment went beyond what was necessary. I believe it was excessive. That being said, he would have apologized, came late, he apologized. He would have served his 5-game suspension. So now what? What do you want now? What do you want now? I mean, what is it now? Where do we go for here, Skip? So what do you want? You want him to grovel back? You want him to take out a PSA in the New York Times, the Washington Post? What do you want him to do? You want him to take out an ad, buy a 30-second spot on one of the major networks? Is that what you want? You said you want an apology. He apologized. You wanted him to serve 5-game suspension. He would have served that. So now it would be time to allow a Kyrie to come back. I hope Nike revisits this. Phil Knight said, I think it was probably done, but Skip, after maybe a month or two of suspending the relationship, I hope they revisit it. Because I don't believe Kyrie should have lost everything the man worked so hard for because he posted something to his link. He was wrong. I believe he was wrong. The community that was disparaged believes he was wrong.
Now they feel like this thing is excessive. Now it's too much. But when you guys were piling on and creating even more animosity in the air, no one was thinking about this. You see, at that time, everybody was letting loose and letting their real feelings be known on Kyrie. But now when they see that the Brooklyn Nets went out there and put out those steps, and now that they start to see that this thing is going a little bit too far, now all of a sudden, y'all want to have a change of heart. I don't understand this. He then said, I don't believe Kyrie Irving should lose everything because of a post that he made. But a week ago, you were saying that Kyrie Irving said this, Kyrie Irving said that, when in fact, he didn't. But now all of a sudden, you're saying that he shouldn't lose everything for a post. But that's not what you said originally. And now all of a sudden, it's convenient. No, now it's too much. Now it's excessive. But that's not how y'all were talking on TV. In fact, you said Kyrie finally let someone else be the smartest person in the room. And now all of a sudden, you're coming to his defense. Why didn't most of these people have a more measured approach when this story initially broke? But now all of a sudden, because LeBron is saying it, okay, now we're going to swing in a different direction. And now all of a sudden, LeBron is here to the rescue of Kyrie. When just less than a week ago, he was the one saying that Kyrie Irving did a lot of harmful things. That's what he said. Now all of a sudden, the punishment is too much. How can you feel the punishment is too much when you were saying he was out there causing all that harm? I don't understand this. Some of you guys should be running for office right now because you're doing a fantastic job. These are my thoughts and opinions on this. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section, and we catch you guys on the next show. Peace.